Hello and welcome to our first video lesson on how to read music. Today we are going to talk about three elements of music. The first is rhythm. The next is our note names, A through G, and how they fit onto the musical staff. And finally, we're going to learn how to apply those notes onto an instrument like the keyboard. First, let's talk about our rhythms. As you can see to the left here, we have an example of a note. We have a note head here and a stem. This one is upside down. It doesn't really matter if the note is right side or upside down. It is played exactly the same way. So let's talk about a few of our notes. First note we're going to talk about is our whole note. Next is half, and finally quarter. An example of a whole note is shown here. It looks like a circle, an O, or a hole. This note gets a total of 4 beats. What that means is if you have a tempo, you would sing for 4 beats. It would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our whole note. All right, next we have a half note. As you can see, we added a stem to a whole note to make a half note. This note gets 2 beats. What that means is if you have a tempo like this, you would sing or play for 2 beats. So, again, 1, 2, that's our half note. It is half the value of a whole note. You can see that 4 divided by 2 is 2. Finally, we have our quarter note. What a quarter note looks like to me is a half note that is filled in. Okay, so this quarter note would get 1 beat. Okay, now that we know our 3 most common rhythmic values, let's see how we can apply them in the musical setting. Here's a rhythmic example. You can see that we have 4 measures. This is measure 1, this is measure 2, measure 3, and measure 4. Measures are separated by these vertical lines that we call bar lines. And we see that our time signature is 4/4, which means we have 4 beats in a measure. So what I want you to do is, in a second, pause the video and try to clap this rhythmic example. Once you feel confident that you can clap and count it together, then play the video and try it along with me. Okay, let's actually try and clap this rhythm together. I will say 1, 2, ready, go, and then you will start clapping. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try that one more time a little faster. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if you struggled with any of that, I would say rewind the video and try it again until you feel comfortable. Okay, next let's talk about rests. In music, rests are our version of silence. So we have a few different types of rests. The first is a whole rest, next is a half rest, and finally our quarter rest. As far as the pictures are, that is our whole rest. It looks like a Abraham Lincoln hat that is upside down. On the staff it looks like that. And this gets 4 beats of silence. Where a whole note got 4 beats of sound, the whole rest gets 4 beats of silence. Our next is our half rest. It looks like an Abraham Lincoln hat that is right side up. There it is on the staff. And the half rest gets 2 beats. There's our quarter rest. Looks like a lightning bolt. There it is on the staff. And it gets 1 beat. I hope you recognize that our names of our notes and rests are the same. We have whole, half, and quarter. And also the beats are the same. So if we have a whole rest, it is the same amount of beats as a whole note. So So we have 4 beats for each. Just remember that rests are silence and notes are sound. Here's a diagram showing both our notes and our rests and their beats. Okay, let's apply what we've learned today to actually reading a combination of notes and rests. Same as the musical example before, I would like you to pause the video and try this example by yourself, and once you feel comfortable with it, press play and try it along with me. Let's first start by putting in the counts for this rhythmic example. When you have a blue number, you clap, and when there's a black number, you're just counting that. Okay, so let's try this together. Just like last time, I'll count you in and then we'll start clapping. 1, 2, ready, clap. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If there's any part of this video that was not clear, I would rewind the video and watch it again, or if it's a clapping example, rewind it and try and clap it again.